State Representative Jeffrey Elmore with your weekly session update for 4/27. I'm filming the update this morning because we're going to have a long session because we are facing crossover. Now, what exactly is crossover? Crossover is a time set in the rules of the Senate and the House that we determined in the beginning of session, which this year it's May 4th, where a bill originates in the House or originates in the Senate. It has to pass one of those chambers and get to the other chamber to be in consideration for the rest of the session. So what ends up happening near crossover time is a lot of bills start moving through committees. The calendar today, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 committees that met, and they have a range of anywhere from 6, 7 bills to some of them have 15 bills that are moving through the committees so they can try to meet this deadline that is approaching. So I'll have a very long session today. That's the reason why I'm filming this early, and the sessions will be long on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday to meet this deadline. So extremely busy time at the General Assembly right now. I want to give you some highlights of some bills that passed this week in the House that I thought would be of interest to the district. First, the House passed HB 139, U.S. and NC flags made in the USA. This bill would require that all the flags that we use for state operations here at the state capitol, legislative building, anywhere where we display flags, that they must be made in the United States. And that passed 112-0. Bill that I thought is extremely important that passed is HB 463, NC Farmland and Military Protection Act. What this bill will do is protect farmland purchases from adversaries of the United States. There's been a pattern where we have seen foreign countries actually come into the United States and purchase property. Some of it is for economic reasons, but it's very concerning when it is close to military bases. So what this bill would do is it would prohibit them from purchasing land that is situated within a 25-mile radius of a military installation here in the United States, and also prevent them from buying exorbitant amounts of farmland. That bill passed the House and now it's moved over into the Senate. Another ag-related bill that I was extremely excited about is HB 539, North Carolina Farmers Appreciation Day. This will establish a state-based Farmers Appreciation Day, and it will take place every year the day before Thanksgiving. What is exciting about this is your Thanksgiving table in the fall, most of the items come from North Carolina. We are one of the, I think we're number 2 in the nation with turkey production. We are number 1 in sweet potato production. So many of the items that you have on your Thanksgiving table come from North Carolina. Many of you put up your Christmas tree there on the weekend after Thanksgiving. That fresh tree, we're number 2 in production in Christmas trees in the entire nation. So that holiday time, you're seeing a lot of North Carolina agricultural products in your home. So that day will be perfect, the day before Thanksgiving, to celebrate our North Carolina farmer. Bills that have passed to the House that have come from the Senate this week of interest. Senate Bill 411 is Students in Home Take PSAT and AP. This deals with homeschool students. We currently allow kids in the public schools to take AP courses and the PSAT for free as part of the programming. What this would allow is for homeschool students that are homeschooling to be able to take those tests for free also. It passed the Senate 47-0. Something that I am tracking that came over from the Senate is SB 613. This is a sedimentation buffer for trout waters. This is a concern of mine, and I think it's a concern of many of the Western legislators for our agriculture community in the western part of the state. What this would do is it would require a 25-foot buffer between land being used for crop or livestock production and bodies of water that are classified as trout waters. So this could dramatically affect cattle farmers in our area, crop producers, because this would create another regulation on the offset from streams that run through their farm. It's a little concerning. I've got a chart here that breaks down some things. If bordered on all sides by water, a 10-acre square could be cut to a 9.25 acre square by this regulation. So losses would be occurred just because the property cannot be utilized for what it is currently being utilized for by the farmer. I'll watch that bill as it moves through. I've already talked with the senior agriculture chair over here in the House that that's a concern of mine as I saw it move. Some things from the district that are quite exciting. This first one is kind of a hybrid of district and state. Our very own Dr. Jeff Cox of Wilkes Community College was officially named this week as the new North Carolina System-Wide Community College President. So he will head the entire community college system, all 58 campuses. Very proud of Dr. Cox. I first met him when I first started serving. He was superintendent of public schools in Allegheny, where he came up through the ranks. He was a principal and a teacher in Allegheny. Actually grew up in Allegheny. Then during my tenure here, he took the job at Wilkes Community, which services Wilkes, Ashe, and Allegheny, and has done a wonderful job at Wilkes Community College. I'm very proud of him and excited to see that he was chosen as the community college president for the entire system. We have a lot of challenges with our community colleges right now because of the workforce demand that is out there with the economic growth that's occurring in North Carolina, and we need it as a workforce training engine. And I feel like with his background and his ability to make connections to the public sector and endowments and connect people, he's a good communicator, that we will be able to move forward with our community college system and meet those workforce needs that the companies are demanding. Now, in the district, Merle Fest is this weekend. It's already started as of today. I know there was some pre-concerts last night, so the Wilkesboros are being filled with plenty of folks from out of town enjoying this wonderful Americana Music Festival on our community college campus. And the All-Star Race at North Wilkesboro Speedway is now only 23 days away, and I continue to see pictures of updates on the construction there, and they're moving as fast as they possibly can. Another very exciting event coming up just here in a few days for our community. That's the update for this week.